We had a team meeting yesterday at 3 o'clock. Most of our coaches were on the road recruiting. Obviously, still a contact period. We're balancing practice and recruiting. Guys ran yesterday, just conditioning. We had an organizational meeting yesterday. Today we had a regular Monday practice without pads, but a little bit longer. A slight introduction to Notre Dame, but less corrections. First Texas A&M. We watched the film. Texas A&M today, watched the special teams, made the corrections, which I believe that are very important. And tomorrow, we're going to have a spring practice type of day. We're going to work on ourselves, just a sprinkling of Notre Dame, more or less a fundamental practice in pads, and we're going to do the same thing on Wednesday. And then the guys are going to have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. The coaches at night are going recruiting. They're in home visits, and some of them are going during the day, so we balance in both of them. We have a very big weekend this weekend. Official visitors, I think the number's up to 12, maybe a little bit more. And then obviously Sunday's a dead period, so recruiting's going to end for us. And then next week we're going to focus totally on Notre Dame.
Is this the first time you watched A&M tape?
Say again?
Is this the first time you all watched the A&M tape?
Oh, we had all watched it. We had all watched it as coaching staff.
Okay.
And we had watched it with this is the first time watching the kids.
So they've really been out of it for a while. How did they come back?
They were great.
Eager?
Great focus. Great. And I'm sure most of them had watched it and received their grades, but we just wanted to make sure that we went back to the basics and covered the mistakes that we made in the game.
And how tough is it this week to balance everything?
I like it myself, especially when I go to one home and there's some gumbo with potato salad, and I went to the next home and it was the best red beans and rice and fried chicken and cornbread I'd ate in a long time. So get some bigger pans, but besides that, it's going to be fun. But I like it, I enjoy it. I think that the early signing period is going to be an advantage for us. We may sign from 15 to 20 guys, and then we can zero in on the last 5. Our coaches have done a tremendous job of recruiting. The in-home business has been fantastic, and we'll see what happens.
How do you approach that? Because there's been some talk that because they have the option, the 3-day window, that if they don't sign, have you guys talked about that? Maybe pulling the offers?
Yeah, we're discussing it with our guys, and we tell them the pros and cons. Obviously, it's their choice. We feel that many of our guys will sign, but signing day is going to come. I'm sure there'll be surprises. But then it opens up the window to see how many scholarships you have left, what positions you need to fill. So I think that the last part of recruiting is going to be more junior recruiting for us, targeting the guys, the big-time guys that haven't signed yet, and really focusing on them.
How is the early period going to change how you handle the last couple weeks of January?
Yeah, more junior recruiting. Yeah, obviously more junior recruiting.
Are you already starting to do that now?
Oh yeah, for sure.
How is that kind of process going?
Good. Usually if we're in an area where there are junior recruits, obviously you can't contact them, but it's an evaluation period. So we have, especially in Louisiana and the surrounding areas, Dallas and Houston, we've done a great job of junior recruiting where we hit most of those guys once a week. How
do you want to approach these couple of weeks of practice that you have? Is it really getting ready for this specific game, or do you want to look towards getting some younger guys some reps that maybe they wouldn't get?
Win the game. Okay. Everything about to win the game. And this week is going to be focusing on us. The next week we'll go on a total week game plan for Notre Dame, and then we'll go repeat it the next week.
So what do you do towards 2018? For 2018, there's really nothing. You're going to wait for next year to get into that?
Well, as far as our players?
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys will get more reps. I may give them a couple of more reps at the end of the team period, but it's going to send the wrong message to our football team. This is all focused on winning the game. Is exactly what we did last year.
Do you feel like Arden Key is going to practice and play?
Arden's questionable. He hasn't come around like I thought he was going to come around, and he's questionable right now. He's not practicing, and he's questionable, and that's all I know about.
Everybody else?
Everybody seems fine.
So it'll just be a bigger role for
Kellerman and Ray Tart. Both of those guys have played very well. I thought they played very well against Texas A&M.
Yeah, was it important to get Thornton those looks against Texas A&M?
Yeah, it was good, and give him some confidence. He and Kellerman rotated. In fact, Ray Tart started. I thought both of them did very well.
Saw KJ out there practicing today. Is he cleared for contact?
Yeah, he's ready to go.
you have more than half the commits right now that y'all could sign next week are O-line, D-line.
Yeah.
How you talked about building in the trenches.
No question. It was the goal of this recruiting season to rebuild the lines. And obviously, I can't talk about the guys that are committed, but we're very excited to have 5 defensive tackles committed and 4 offensive linemen committed, and they fit the big D position. And that doesn't mean we're going to stop now. But we went out there and I talked to Coach Grimes and Dennis Johnson. Both our line coaches did a tremendous job.
When they passed early signing day, you were not really for it, but now that you're in the middle of this, are you enjoying it?
You have to adjust, you know, and now I'm seeing the advantages. I was going to look at it as a positive. You have to adjust, and now I need to see what goes on Sunday because obviously it's going to be a dead period. We have a big practice that day, and so we're going to be waiting by the fax machine early in the morning, calling guys late at night, and then working for practice. So it's going to be interesting.
What are the biggest benefits?
Excuse me?
What are the biggest benefits of this?
Well, I think that if you sign the number I expect to sign, it gives you time to target in on the big time guys and spend more time with them on a daily. You know, you got one day to see them a week. You can go to school for the whole day and just hang out instead of go see 2 or 3 guys a day. And it gives you an advantage of junior recruiting, which we always said this year, 2019, is a great year in Louisiana. You can see by the review reports that are coming out.
Danny, good. I think the last time we talked, he had a hand deal. Played a pretty good game against Texas A&M.
Hey, Ed, John Battle, I know he was given a medical wrench. Do you think he's going to use it, come back? Or?
Yeah, also, he had told me, you know, I think most of the guys are going to talk to me after the bowl. Nobody that I know has made a clear decision or come spoke to me anyway.
You think they'll wait that long until after the bowl game to decide?
I'm not sure he had told me that. I think that's what most of the guys are trying to do. They may have decided already, but just didn't tell me.
Yeah. Earlier this week, Darius tweeted or got into a tweet thing that he was definitely committed to the team, and that's one way that he's going to show it is playing in this bowl game. What does that mean, just for a guy to put any of those things to bed early?
Yeah, and that's who he is, man. Darius loves football, and he's loved every day he walked in this room. And I've never seen him down, and he wants to finish strong, and I'm sure he's motivated. And you know, a 10-win season for him would mean a lot for us. And I'm not sure that he's made a total decision if he's leaving or not yet. After talking to him, so we'll see.
Josh Adams, the running back for Notre Dame, is about the size of Leonard Fournette. Talk about tackling a guy's size and speed.
Yeah, it's going to be a challenge. And their offensive line is very good, very physical. I watched the tape this morning. We're going to have to put some big backs there and practice, practice tackling the defensive linemen. Simulate them, that's what we do. And but it's going to be a challenge. He's going to make some yards. We're going to have to gang tackle him. The defensive line's got to have first hit, but first of all, we have to get off the blocks. Their line is the best line we've seen. Notre Dame's line is very physical, they're big, and they're well coached.
Typically when LSU faces teams from that area of the country, the speed advantage is in the Tigers' favor. Have you seen teams progress and kind of equalize themselves out with athletes now?
Yeah, they've done a good job recruiting. I mean, they have speed, and but we'll see. I mean, that's a statement made all the time. We played the Miami and Nebraska, and that would be said, but I don't know if there's that much of a difference anymore.
Ed, is there a chance you'll sign some Ole Miss transfers?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. But, in recruiting, anything can happen. But as I know right now, no.
Have you had any coaches, people can inquire about your staff, or anybody say that, that this is
nothing I know of yet. Guys, everything's been pretty quiet.
What's your thought on adding grad transfers in general? Just the
If in a need, would be great. It'd be awesome. We always looking for transfers, and grad transfers especially. But the 3 transfers we got last year, I'm telling you, I'm so impressed with Braden, Jonathan Giles, and Moss. Those guys are excellent. Jonathan caught a couple of balls today and raised a couple of eyebrows up there. Braden has been unblockable all camp.
Got graduation on Friday. Just what does it mean to have these guys now routinely graduate early? some of them, you know, going for master's degrees.
That's what it's all about. It makes a difference. That's why we coach, to give them an education. We love football, but without my education, for sure I wouldn't be standing here. Many of us wouldn't be in this room, and we'd be in other places. And I think that I tell my story to those guys and how much graduation means, and networking, and meet the right people to help you connect the dots to wherever you're going to go. And number one is getting that diploma.
Ed, you're gonna end up signing a few JUCO guys.
Yeah.
Tell us about how, you mentioned you wanted to pull some in, you obviously
Yeah.
got a few commit. I know you can't talk about it
Yeah,
specifically, but
fit a
overall.
need. It's got to fit a need. Or just be a player that's off the charts. But obviously we had some needs. We went out and filled them, and we did a tremendous job of it. And you know, JC guys are important to us. Everywhere I've been, I've always recruited JC guys. And obviously, you want them to come in and play. And those guys that we're recruiting, we think they come in and play.
What is the advantage there? It's kind of like a free agent. You can slot them.
Yeah, you know, they know too. You know, they see your depth chart. They know where your needs are, and they watch you play and say, you know what, hey, there's a place I can play.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, guys, have a good day.
What's the schedule